Hey y'all. My name is Ashley Nicole Phillips, and you are watching Magic Mills with me, Ashley Nicole Phillips. Here on Magic Mills, I move around the kitchen, shake the salt shaker, grind up the pepper, throw in the seasonings, mix the pot, stir up the skillet the way I'm intuitively guided to create delicious food cooked with love. Join me today, the Magic Mills. Subscribe to the channel, like this video as we are cooking frittata. We're making a frittata for
Are we, sis?
breakfast or whenever you want to make your frittata. Again, my shows, my recipes and things is not meant for you to copy verbatim. It's meant for you to take whatever elements can uplift you in your life and make your own recipe and make your own recipe, make your own alchemy. Come on, y'all, let's make this frittata.
All right, so we start with the tomato. I'm just kidding. We start with the tomato. It's Roma, right? That's why I had the accent. We dissect the tomato. You can use whatever tomato you want. I had the Roma tomato. Cheat code enacted. I had bell pepper, onion, and shallots chopped in the refrigerator. I chopped them up some more so we can put in our open-faced omelet. And then have our eggs. Our eggs here. I had a few eggs. I used 3. We're going to use 3 eggs. You use how many you want. It depends on how much you want to cook. We have our eggs. And I'm going to clean our eggs, clean out the filament in the egg, the white stuff in the egg. And we beat the egg until we get a nice beaten consistency, as you see here. And then I added my spices. I did pepper, paprika, garlic powder. I already have the onions, the fresh onions, so I didn't use any onion powder. Just get it beaten. Use whatever spices and herbs you want to use. I added some vegetable stock to my omelet, because I thought I was making a frittata and I didn't have any milk. So I was like, let me add some liquid. So I did the stock. It didn't do what it was supposed to do, but it did what we were supposed to done. Did you hear me? So we beat in the vegetable stock and we have the hot pan and we have butter in the hot pan, fresh butter. You can add oil if you want to. I was guided to do the butter. And then I added some hot sauce, pepper, as well as, I think that's it, hot sauce, pepper, and a little bit of salt, Himalayan salt, cracked Himalayan salt. Added our peppers, bell pepper, onion, and shallot, and got everything in here. We really want to sweat out those vegetables. Leave out the tomatoes because we don't want the tomatoes to get too soft. So the onion, shallot, bell pepper, whatever vegetables you want to use, herbs you want to use, sweat it out. So we're gonna just saute everything until it gets a nice sauteed consistency, a nice soft consistency. Add the lid, let it saute for a couple minutes. Let it percolate for a couple minutes. Take out the lid, and I added my aroma tomatoes, or whatever tomato you use. Another cheat code enacted. I had some, what are those? Truffle mushrooms from a restaurant, and they were already cooked and seasoned and delicious. And I added those in there. Cheat code, if you have like proteins that you use like the night before for leftovers, add that in your breakfast omelet. It is so good. Like my papa used to add the fried chicken or the pork chops from last night into the omelet or the eggs in the morning. So good. We're going to go ahead and add the butter on top of our delicious sauteed vegetables. As you can see, that big ass glob of butter, I did not mean to add it. It just fell in there like it was meant to be. So I left it in there, right? I left all the butter in there. Add whatever you feel intuitively guided to add to your dish. And then we're going to add our seasoned beaten egg mixture to the pan. And everything kind of flowed into place, so I didn't have to shake the pan or stir it. So you just let everything flow into the pan nice and evenly. We're not going to do any stirring or any shaking. We're going to add our lid to the saute pan and then let it cook for a few minutes.
All right, y'all. While our frittata is cooking, our intuitively made Magic Mills frittata is cooking on the fly. Frittata is cooking. I want to invite you to experience my literature. I'm not only an intuitive home cook, but I'm also a singer-songwriter, an author, a spiritualist, channeler, divine. My music, Ashley Nicole Music, you can find, I went all out of order, but we're going to go with it. My music, Ashley Nicole Music, you can find here on YouTube, Ashley Nicole Music on YouTube. Subscribe, like. I hope you enjoy my music. My literature, get back to the literature, my literature, AP Short Stories here on YouTube. Subscribe to AP Short Stories here on YouTube, where you'll find Asia's animated series, which is an animated series to go along with the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is a 3-part series of stories that I've written. Let's go into the trailer.
My name is Asia.
And I'm a teenage witch. Just kidding. I am a starseed. My story is much like humanity's story. I awakened to some pretty spectacular things about myself. Coming home, the story of Asya, followed by the story of Asya, I'm home. The book series that introduces the book. After returning from a day's trip, I have read my Atom's letter. He speaks of my father releasing him from imprisonment and the fate of death. He pleads for us to run away together. This plea is one of which I make no state to decline. My other half, available in the Amazon bookstore. I feel as though I was born here on earth to find you. I was created to find my person. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, now available in the Amazon bookstore.
The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is now available in the Amazon bookstore, $29.97 plus tax for the all digital downloads. You're also able to do the paperback version to be shipped to your home from My Other Half, the third part, and then the two first parts, the Asya's Story series, you're able to do digital, only digital. But the third part, you are able to get a paperback copy shipped to your home. I really, really hope you enjoy the literature as much as I do. I hope it helps you evolve and grow within yourself and love yourself into new dimensions of yourself as much as it does for me. Again, I'm also a channeler. I channel energies and messages from the oneness of all things, or God. You can find my channel, Prophecies, Energies, Messages, within Kingdom Things Podcast with Nicole Phillips, which is available on YouTube and Spotify, as well as my channel where I use oracle cards to channel uplifting, encouraging energies and messages, Oneness Connection, with Nicole Phillips here on YouTube. Let's check on our frittata.
I hope y'all enjoyed the intermission. So our open face omelet started bubbling. So I removed the lid a little bit to give it some aeration so that the frittata or open face omelet, just to give it a little breathing room. So it just didn't boil over. I knew it was going to boil over, but I just wanted to open it up to kind of like let it aerate a little bit. And we just kept our lid on there to let all the egg cook on the top. We don't want salmonella poisoning. We want our egg to be cooked all the way through. So give it the time it needs. My open face omelet almost burnt on the bottom. So make sure you put enough oil or butter on the bottom in the low heat. Put it on the lowest heat possible. So we have that here. We're opening up, looking at it, percolate. The lid needs to go back on a little bit longer. So, because as you can see in the middle, it's still kind of uncooked. So I put the lid back on there a little bit longer, and then I put the cheese on top. It's all intuitive, and put the lid back on there to let it cook for a couple more minutes. Again, all intuitive. Just follow your intuition, and you're going to do great. I believe in you. I believe in you. We all believe in you. I believe in you. I turned off the heat because we're done. It's delicious and it smells so good. I got a little, some parsley, fresh parsley out of the refrigerator. And y'all, let's review it.
Okay, y'all, we did it. When I said we did it, we made breakfast. We made breakfast or lunch or dinner or whatever it is. This is not a frittata, right? We're going to call it an open-faced omelet. We made an open-faced omelet. Let's try it. I'm super excited. It's not an omelet, but we're intuitively cooking. When you're intuitively cooking, I think I've said in the video before, sometimes I think I know what I'm going to make, but it turns out to be something else. This is one of those times. Our open-faced omelet. We have our trumpet mushrooms, sauteed trumpet mushrooms, tomato, cheddar cheese, bell pepper, onion, shallots, green bell pepper, onion, shallots. Let's taste it, y'all. This is absolutely delicious. It's so savory and fulfilling. I can taste the smokiness from something. I taste the smokiness from something, from something in here. Paprika, the trumpet mushroom, and the vegetable broth. Adds another layer of depth and flavor. This is really good. Y'all create your open face omelet. Come back in the comments and tell me what you put in it. And don't forget to check out my literature. Don't forget to check out my literature, my music page, and when you're not checking out my things, I hope you're loving on yourself. Self-love is the best love because it helps you activate the God or goddess within. Self-love is the best love because the way you love on yourself is the way your reality will love you back. Self-love is the best love. You are loving your truest truth. Give that love to yourself first. Bye, y'all. Hey, we did it. We did something. Something delicious.